It's the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince. Welcome to another production here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. It is our mission to try to bring you some news you could use. Today is no exception to the rule. Follow me on X at the Mike Prince Show. Follow us on YouTube at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. You can even visit our website at obnradio.com for 24-hour streaming content. And with all of that being addressed, let us jump right into today's episode. We are still reminiscing over the weekend that the Prairie View A&M University Panthers baseball team had at the Andre Dawson Classic in Florida. The Panthers complete their 3-game journey by going undefeated over the weekend to top it off with a win over Alabama State after collecting wins over FAMU and North Carolina A&T. So the Panthers go 3-0 over the weekend, 3-0 in the Cactus Jack Classic. So their overall record is 6-1 after the midweek loss to the University of Houston. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm truly excited about this because the Panthers are coming out of the gate strong and hard. But once again, I can't help but look at the fact that we've mostly been beaten up on other conference opponents outside of the North Carolina A&T win, and the other games that the Panthers took place in were all conference foes. Love to see them do some damage like this outside of the conference, but it is what it is. They're off to a strong start. Meanwhile, on the softball side of things, the Panthers were in Houston for the Houston Christian Classic that was offered up by Houston Christian University. Panthers not as fortunate over the weekend playing against the Kansas City Kangaroos. The Kangaroos were able to hop over the Panthers 3 consecutive games, and so the Panthers will regroup as they get ready for Tuesday against Tarleton in Stephenville, Texas, I should say. So as we continue to monitor baseball and softball, we'll now direct our attention to the hardwood. Lady Panthers able to take care of Arkansas at Pine Bluff on Saturday night, which was a huge win for the Panthers. They now are in the number 7 slot as they continue to press. They'll be taking on Mississippi Valley later tonight. They'll then be home for Jackson and Alcorn, and then closing out against the Texas Southern Tigers. Now, as we mentioned, they're in the number 7 spot. If we're looking at this from the logical lens, once again, you would think they should be able to be victorious over the Delta State, or should I say the Delta Devils. Now, I'm not trying to count my chickens before they hatch. We know that's going to be a scrappy game because Mississippi Valley has actually been playing a lot better ball on the women's side of court. As a matter of fact, they got their sweep over Texas Southern on Saturday. So they're going to be coming in with a high intensity for their final home game of the regular season. So then the Panthers will take on Jackson State coming up Saturday. We know that's going to be a tall task. Then they're going to have another scrappy battle against the Alcorn State Braves. That's a game that could go either way, but the fact that the Panthers are going to be at home, it is one that you would think and lean a little bit more toward the Lady Panthers taking care of the home court. Then, of course, they'll finish up at Texas Southern. Now, this is going to be a rival game, but I have to be quite honest with you. Texas Southern is not a good program this year on the women's side of the court. In fact, some would argue that they're probably the worst team on the women's division this particular season of 23-24. So you like how the Lady Panthers could end up. Now, when we look over at the men's division, it is a much grim light or lack of light toward the end of the tunnel, but all things are still possible. Panthers losing against Pine Bluff on Saturday. They remain in that number 10 spot. Now, with the record that remains, of course, they'll have the same record, starting off with Valley tonight, Jackson State, Alcorn, Texas Southern. In all fairness and the reality of this situation, the Panthers must win all remaining games. There's just no other way to fix that in order for the Panthers to at least be at the table of potential tournament appearance from Birmingham, Alabama. So it is a tall order, not saying an impossible order, but it is some work to be done. This was a huge game for the Panthers to try to win on Saturday, but they fell short. So they have to regroup. Hopefully they do not come out flat tonight against Mississippi Valley, as they'll try to continue to keep hope alive, starting off with a win tonight from Itta Bena, Mississippi. It's that time of year again. The Prairie View Athletic Club, in support of Prairie View Athletics, will be having their annual raffle ticket fundraising event where you have a chance to win $1,500 or $250 in gift cards. You can get raffle tickets for $4, or you can get a book of 10 for $35. You will also get a chance to show your domino experience for the first annual domino fundraiser for the Prairie View Athletic Club in partnership with the Panther Support Network. That will be on the campus of Prairie View A&M University during the weekend of spring football, purple and gold game, in addition to the PV relays. So it's a whole lot in store for you, where you can get a chance to show your support both ways: the annual fundraising raffle event and the first annual domino event for the Panther Support Network. For more information, please feel free to get in contact with Mr. Greg Austin. He can be reached at 713-562-8181. You can also reach out to Dino Robertson at 713-417-2090. We do want to remind you of a couple of events scheduled for May. 2 golf tournaments benefiting Prairie View Athletics, the Panther backers, on that first weekend of May, and then the Panther Club on Memorial Weekend, which will be the 4th weekend of May. You can participate by sponsoring a hole, putting together a team, making donations to help raise funds to support Prairie View Athletics, not just football, but all sports that Prairie View are involved in on the collegiate level. So be sure to stay tuned here at the Open Mic for the details and opportunities for you to participate in the fundraising events that are scheduled for Prairie View A&M University Athletics. As we get ready to make way for today, I do want to remind you the Panthers still have a big match, both the men and women, coming up on tonight at Itta Bena, Mississippi. Got to have wins, in particular on that men's side, to keep the light on for their tournament opportunities from Birmingham, Alabama. I am the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince. Thanking you guys so much for joining in with us. Reminding you that you can follow me on X, subscribe to our YouTube channel. The X handle is The Mike Prince Show. The YouTube channel is the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Support PVU, support this network by sharing, liking, hitting that notification bell on the YouTube page, where you'll always be informed on our latest and greatest releases. I've got to go. My time is far spent. So until the next time, you guys be blessed, and we'll see you on the other side.